Stretching from shoulder to elbow like a mighty pillar of motion lies the humerus, the largest and strongest bone of the upper limb. It connects the scapula above at the glenohumeral joint, and below, it meets the radius and ulna at the elbow, forming the foundation of every lift, throw, and embrace. At its proximal end, the humerus begins with a rounded, polished sphere, the head of the humerus, that fits neatly into the shallow glenoid cavity of the scapula. This ball and socket union is the very heart of shoulder movement, power meeting grace. Encircling the head is a faint groove, the anatomical neck, marking the line where the joint capsule of the shoulder attaches. Just below it, the bone narrows suddenly, the surgical neck, a region so slender it is often the site of fracture. Every orthopedic surgeon knows its name well. At the junction between the head and the shaft, two proud projections rise, the greater and lesser tubercles. The greater tubercle, sitting laterally, and the lesser, projecting forward, serve as strong anchors for the muscles of the shoulder, the rotator cuff tendons, that stabilize and control every swing of the arm. Between these two tubercles runs a deep groove, the intertubercular sulcus, also known as the bicipital groove. Through it glides the long, slender tendon of the long head of the biceps brachii, protected within its bony corridor. Moving down the shaft, we find the deltoid tuberosity on the lateral side, a roughened ridge where the powerful deltoid muscle anchors. Posteriorly spirals another landmark, the radial groove, also called the spiral groove, home to the radial nerve and profunda brachii artery as they wind their way down the arm between the heads of the triceps. Toward the distal end, the humerus flares once again, forming sharp medial and lateral supracondylar ridges, ending in the two epicondyles. These epicondyles, especially the medial one, which you can easily feel on the inner side of your elbow, provide attachment for muscles that control your wrist and fingers. The lower end of the bone forms the elegant condyle of the humerus, an architectural masterpiece of articulation. It holds two articular surfaces. The capitulum, a small, rounded little head that meets the radius, and the trochlea, a spool-shaped surface that grips the ulna's trochlear notch, forming the hinge of the elbow joint. Above these, three hollows shape the bone for motion. Anteriorly, the coronoid fossa receives the coronoid process of the ulna when the elbow flexes fully. Posteriorly, the olecranon fossa welcomes the olecranon of the ulna during full extension. And above the capitulum, the radial fossa receives the edge of the radial head during flexion. Together, these fossae make the distal humerus astonishingly thin between the epicondyles, a fine balance between strength and mobility, precision and grace. The humerus, towering, curved, and complex, is not just a bone. It's the lever of strength, the axis of motion, and the bridge that turns shoulder power into the artistry of the hand. Every throw, every reach, every heartbeat felt through the arm, all begin with this silent masterpiece of bone.